Today I would like to introduce the assignment 2, which is GUI. The build checker code demonstrates key object-oriented programming concept effectively. Abstraction is seen in the user interface design, where the build checker class provides buttons and displays different pages, like adding or displaying record without exposing internal logic. Besides that, encapsulation is implemented through private data members and rapid methods that control how data is accessed and modifier ensuring data integrity. And the inheritance is shown as build checker extend frame inheriting its properties and method, allowing it to function as a GUI window within the Swing framework. Then the polymorphism is demonstrated through the implementation of the action listener interface. The action perform method is polymorphic, executing different actions based on which button is clicked. For instance, clicking start buttons initiate the start sequence, while B1 invoke show at record page. This dynamic method invocation allows for flexible and variant responses to user interactions. Overall, the build checker class effectively encapsulates its functionalities, inherits from a GUI framework, and uses polymorphism to handle user action, all while providing an abstract interface to the user.
I need to explain about sort add record patch. For this is for the background using, this for the background knitting, this code, and for this one is the label. So the mean it will return to the so add record patch. We have the big question is add record. Under the add record, we have a require is enter user records to be added, and the fields. So the mean is the user need to fill in the number of user inside the field. And then we have provide two buttons. The first one button is next and the second button is back. For the next button, we have used exception handling, the trick catch. Okay, the mean is if it's the user have a no fill in the number of user, the system will show please enter a warning number. And the next one is the back button. So if you so if the user press the back button, so the system will ping the user go back to the main page. This one is the calculation, and calculation is used for calculate the total tariff. And here have a method that is called get build details. The get build detail function later it will show is our next card because build checker, and then build checkers has a one method which display records. So display record we will use get details method inside the display record. And this one is using to count the SSD, and this one is using to count the KWTPP.
Abstraction involves hiding the complex implementation details and exposing only the essential features of an object. In our code, the method handle user input fields is an excellent example of abstraction. This method abstracts the complexity of creating and arranging the input fields for user ID, username, and units, making the code easier to read and maintain. The second concept is encapsulation. Encapsulation involves building data and methods that operate on that data within one unit, such as a class, and restricting access to some of the object's components. The user record class is a great example of encapsulation. It encapsulates user data and provides methods to interact with this data. Exception handling is a critical part of making our code error-free.
Today I'm going to explain about my part, which is for the search record, where users can search for their record which they have inputted before. So this part here is to clear and set the background page. And this part here is for the main panel. And this part here is to add labels and input fields. And this part here is for the adding buttons. And this part down here displays the result area with the scroll pane. And below is the search record method. Here I have implemented encapsulation, where it only displays necessary informations. And as we can see here, I have implemented try and catch method 2 for my part.
Extraction is so the record page provide a high level width of setting out the record page. Delete button add action listener record and break button add action listener show main page are the example of polymorphism where different action can be performed depending on which button was clicked. This is the record they have using try and catch method, and this is the show exist page. Method like show delete record page, delete record, and show exit page are the example of encapsulation because using private. This is the main method build checker in the add class. Now I show the output. First, click to start. They have add record, display record, source record, delete record, and exit. If I not have add any record and I click the display record and to display, they show the no record found to display. So I add record with 2 record. This is for the first one record. This is the second one record. Then I click submit, will show the message record add successfully. Then this is for the display record. They will display the first record and second record. And total theoretical bill is based on the first record and second record. Now search record, I search record with 1 and this one is not add record, then will show the sorry the data is not found. If I search record using the first user ID and search will show the first user record detail and delete record. When I delete record with the ID that not have been added, then the delete record will show the sorry are successful. In I delete record using the first user ID and delete, they will show the user ID 12345 have been successfully deleted from the array of object. Then it shows the record that the second record that haven't deleted. And when I click exist, they will show the message exist, thank you. This is the UML diagram. They have user record class, calculation class, bill checker class, and add class.